You're not just a business owner or a creative, you're actually a brand. And in 2025, people don't buy products, they buy people. They don't just buy a shirt because they like the design of the shirt. They buy the shirt because of who made the shirt. That is what matters to them. And in this video, I will tell you why building your personal brand might be the key to leveling up whatever it is that you are working on, whether it's a clothing brand or a business that you are starting. I'll be discussing 5 key points that are very important, and the fourth one, actually, I know YouTubers say the last one is the most important, but this time I decided to make it the fourth one, and I've made a similar video about the fourth point before. So without wasting much of your time, drop a like, subscribe, and let's get into it. The first key point: trust is built through identity. People don't connect to logos, they connect to stories, they connect to faces, they connect to emotions. And this is something that you, the person, can bring to the brand. The company cannot create stories or emotions, but you, the person behind the brand, running the brand, sharing this part of you. Don't make it look perfect all the time, because people try to water down everything. People try to be like a corporation. But you need to understand that looks professional, but that doesn't build trust. Me sitting down in front of the camera talking to you would make you trust me more than somebody that they don't know who is behind the brand, because subconsciously you feel like if anything goes wrong, you know who to hold. And me putting myself forward also shows you that I have nothing to hide. There is nothing to be worried about. So whatever it is that we are doing together is going to be clear, because my face is already out there. A strong personal brand makes your audience or your customers trust you, like I've said, and it helps to extend your product, because then they'll be able to take that leap of faith in buying whatever it is that you're selling. Point number 2, differentiation in a saturated market. Whether it's fashion, whether it's tech, whatever it is that you are working on, the market is already saturated. Don't feel like you are going to be the only person doing it, or you are going to be the 5th person. The truth is, every market is saturated. But what is going to differentiate you from your competitors is you, because there is no way that your competitors would be you. That is one thing that is unique to everybody. Everybody is unique. Everybody's experience is unique. Even as I started my brand like this, if you start, it doesn't necessarily mean that everything that has happened to me would also happen to you. Your own struggles will be different, and you sharing that struggles through social media or through the way that you connect with your customers or audience is what makes them understand that you are different from the rest of the brands. Me personally, I've chosen to run my brand through myself and sharing as much as possible, trying to build the most impactful brand in the world. But at the end of the day, other people that have learned from me and they are also pushing, it has also shown me that just because I went through something doesn't mean the next person that starts will go through exactly the same thing. Their own routes will be different, and it won't even affect my market at all. Even though we are in the same industry, we are clearly different just from the face alone. Aside from the logo and other things, the face also is different. The character, the person behind the brand is different. The jokes I crack are different. So that differentiation, and it's because you introduce yourself, that is what is going to make you stand out in a very saturated market. Your personal brand is your edge. That is why even if 100 people are in the same market, they will be able to differentiate you from the rest. Number 3, it opens unexpected opportunities. I will use myself as an example again, because since it's me now that I experienced it, I feel like I'll be the best person to explain it. My collaboration with Gilmore, which at the time I had about 10,000 followers and he had 1.5 million followers. The collaboration only worked because I have been sharing myself, sharing my story, showing people the person behind the brand. If I was running my brand like a proper corporation where there was nobody behind it, it looks like a giant corporation, no soul, no emotion whatsoever, I am very sure that even if that collaboration would happen, it won't happen the way it did. This one felt more of like 2 guys working on something individually, coming together to collaborate on something. And I promise you, if I didn't post myself out there, I am 100% sure that we wouldn't have had that collaboration. Or even if we did, the circumstances would be different. Your personal brand becomes a magnet for opportunities. Real quick, I want to stop it here and tell you that I'll be doing a giveaway of a mic. I now have a new microphone. Testing. I have a new microphone, and I'm sure you can tell the difference in audio. If you can't, I'm letting you know now. So I want to give away my old mic. All you need to do is let me know in the comments, what do you need the mic for? Whoever gets the most likes, I'll be posting this on all platforms. So whoever gets the most likes or whoever story makes sense the most to me is who I'm going to pick. Good luck to everyone that participates. But we are going to stop it real quick. I am trying to become the biggest Nigerian clothing brand on YouTube. Right now, Mo Alola is the biggest Nigerian clothing brand. So please, if you can just go and subscribe and you can like as well, that will help us reach our goal of beating Mo Alola. I think she's at 9,000 subscribers. We just need like 4,000 more subscribers to be able to beat her. And I believe we can do it, especially before the end of the year. So please subscribe. Point number 4, it makes your brand feel more human. People support who they like or who they relate to. That's why people support, let's say for example, Go Crazy. It's because they feel like they relate to him. One of the reasons why people buy Go Crazy is because of the guy himself, the owner behind the brand. I think his name is Precious. People connect to people that they relate to, and they cannot relate to a corporation. It is impossible. They relate to you, whether it is behind the scenes content or personal value or you sharing a part of yourself. Personal branding gives your business a soul and it makes it feel less empty. That way, people feel like they are actually talking to a person and not just a corporation. Nobody likes corporation because of their size generally. Even you too, you prefer to shop with somebody that you know instead of shopping with somebody that you don't know at all. This is a point that I've spoken about in length in this video right here. I'll link it in the description where I spoke about humanizing your brand. And if you humanize your brand, it is one of the best things that you can do to your brand. And this is still expanding on the fact of making your business feel human. Point number 5, it grows with you and future proofs your career. This means that no matter what it is that you decide to do in the future, it would work. Take me, for example. I've used myself as an example a lot of times, but it's because I own a brand as well, Absa Worldwide, if you don't know. But me, for example, earlier this year, February, I dropped perfumes. That's the first time of me dropping perfumes. And I'm very sure that the people that came there, they wanted to support. Aside from the fact that the perfumes were nice, I got to interact with people in real life. It was a very fun experience. Even the shoots, everything was different. And the reason why people supported, even though it's not clothes that I made, is because of the fact that I have been able to introduce myself and create a personal brand aside from my clothing brand. So even if I decide to make shoes today, whatever it is that I decide to make, it will still work for me. Let me use someone else as an example. Go Crazy. If Go Crazy wakes up today and decides to make, he even made cameras and people were buying it. Why am I saying decides to? He made cameras and people were buying it, and all of us can agree that one of the major reasons why people buy all these things is because of the person running the brand. So you might be worried wherever it is that you are. Maybe you feel like your situation is not perfect. You feel like this is not the right time for you. But I promise you that if you start in whatever position that you are and you keep pushing, one day you will get to the position that you want to be. And by that time, you will be very confident in sharing your story. I started in my 2-bedroom apartment 4 years ago, and I know how the struggle has been. I started using just this phone, recording on this phone. I didn't have a camera. Now I have a camera. Now I have light. I have mic. I can even do giveaway of mic. I've done giveaways, money, clothes. Well, aside from the fact that I have my brand, but it is because of the unique way I am running my brand, which is by me humanizing my brand. Hopefully this has been impactful to you. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. If there's anything you want me to make a video on, let me know in the comments. Don't forget, I am Abdrazak Sani and we are building the most impactful brand in the world.